الأنام سيد الأنام المبعوث رحمة للأنام سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه. بداية أود أن أقدم الشكر إلى الشيخ الوالد الإمام الذي أعطاني هذه الفرصة لألقي بعض الكلمات في هذا المسجد، فجزاه الله عني وعنكم وعن الإسلام كل الخير. My dear brothers in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is actually a surprise to me. We were here this evening to exchange greetings with our Imam, and without him knowing me, he decided there and then that I should be here after Isha to say one or two words. Since that time, I was asking myself actually what to say, because this is my first time here. I've never been outside Africa. All my programs, academic pursuits, were actually in Nigeria. So I am homemade. I've never been in an international discourse like this. So please pardon my ignorance, pardon my poor English, and pardon my little knowledge of Islam. I give thanks to Allah that the Imam himself set the pace. Till the time I entered this mosque, I was asking myself what to say, as if the Imam knew that I was in this dilemma, and he decided to take us along some Quranic verses in this Isha prayer. So quickly, I found something to say. The second rakah, the Imam is admonishing by that recitation. Allah is admonishing me and you that people generally we are divided into two. Inna al-abrar lafi na'im wa inna al-fujjar lafi jahim. Yaslawnaha yawma ad-din wa ma hum anha bighaibin wa ma adraka ma yawm ad-din thumma ma adraka ma yawm ad-din yawma la tamliku nafsun li nafsin shay'a wal amru yawma idhin lillah. This is concluding verses, if I'm not mistaken, of Surah Al-Infitar. Is as-sama'u fatarat. Here, Allah is telling us that we are going to be divided into two sections on the day of accountability. We have Qismul Abrar wa Qismul Fujjar. فَعَلَيْكَ أَن تَخْتَارَ أَيُّهُمَا شِئْتَ قِسْمُ الْأَبْرَارِ or قِسْمُ الْفُجَّارِ. And these two qism, they have their special admission requirements, just like a student that wishes to join higher institutions. There are laid down rules and regulations for you to be admitted into higher education. In the same way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through his prophet, the noble prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he actually gave us the admission requirements into Qismul Abrar. What are these admonitions? What are these requirements? In the pages of the Quran, in many chapters of the Quran, in the verses of the Quran, we are reminded, we Muslims, most especially those of us that see Islam as a complete, comprehensive conception of reality, that we didn't take Islam just as deen, then all other things, we do it because we are in the West, we do it according to the Western ideas, according to the Western philosophy. Rather, Islam and Muslim, a Muslim is he who submitted in totality, in totality. Your entire life is based on Islam. Those are the people that Allah is addressing. And those are the Abrar, Qismul Abrar. Now, to put it just in summary form, because I don't know, here in America, we all work with time. So I must be very, very brief. We have so many commitments here and there. Qismul Abrar, they have 4 requirements. 4 requirements. Once you possess these 4 requirements, you are safe. Opposite is the case. If you decided for your own personal wishes to be part of Qismul Jahim, and may Allah save us from that. The first requirement, according to one of our shuyukh, he said, you see that verse says, Innal abrar lafi na'im, wa innal fujjar lafi jahim. Innal abrar, the sincere servants of Allah, who marries religiosity with piety, those who let the beautiful teachings of Islam transparent in their dealings, be it social, economical, political, and what have you, they are guided by the Quran. They are those that will possess the following 4 basic requirements. 1, man arada hujjatan fal Quran yakfi. Whosoever wishes to act according to the laid down rules and regulations of the Islamic teachings, such a person should stick to the Quran in totality. And when we are talking of Quran, you can't divorce Quran from the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he is the best teacher. He is the teacher of the Quran. You see, there is this verse in the Quran that has triangular formula. It is triangular formula. There Allah is saying, وَنَزَّلْنَا عَلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ إِلَيْهِمْ وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. You see, it's a kind of pyramid. There, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the lawgiver. He mentioned it. Just in a verse, أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ وَنَزَّلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ. It is we that we reveal to you, Muhammad, al-dhikr, the warning. That is, Allah is telling us his own mission or his own role as the lawgiver. So the law is coming to who? To Muhammad. أنزلنا إليك الذكر. Al-Kaf huna, Ya Muhammad. Nazalna ilayka dhikra. We send the Quran to you. Then what is the role of the Prophet? لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ. So that you explain in unambiguous terms. You explain the teachings of the Quran. That is your role. You are the teacher of the Kitab. You say Allah, Muhammad. Then from Muhammad to the recipients. لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ إِلَيْهِمْ. Then what is our own role? وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. وَلَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَفَكَّرُونَ. So that we ponder, we reflect. So the Quran always addresses people of understanding, men of letters. It is not, the Quran is not addressing the ignorance, but is addressing
those after receiving the message, they will now sit down and see